Right, good morning everybody. Yes, it is not a figment of your imagination. It is indeed I, me, us, we. We are back after 3 months vacation, or 3 months of not being around. And we're at a very special location this morning. We're in the backyards of the greater Hooggekraal Welvergenoegd farms, already out in the remote wilderness, and it's pretty cool. We're here for a specific reason, which I'll get to a little bit later. But the question is, why have we not been around for 3 months? I think you all pretty much know why. That thing called the Absa Cape Epic has really engaged a lot of our time, and it's been quite a schlep and quite a decent excuse. I mean, the involvement we've done, obviously, the involvement we've been involved with in terms of having 3 stages on our trails has been immense. The work has gone into it, the detail, the planning, everything that went into it. It was quite an exercise. As you all know, most of you would know, you've watched it. It went off really, really well. The 3 stages on our trails, it went extremely well. We had nothing but positive feedback from the pro riders, the amateur riders, the weekend warrior riders, the media, social media, everyone, including, most importantly, the Epic came back to us and said, thumbs up. Okay, so we can be pretty proud of ourselves as a club. I think those of you who watched the images on TV would be pretty blown away by how our trails looked and how cool everything looked. They stood up pretty well, and all is lekker with the Cape Epic. However, I did say to Hendrico, the route director, when I waved goodbye to him, I said, please don't come back until 2049, because my hairs are getting grayer and my wrinkles are getting bigger, and I don't want to stop that process now after that. But so that's the Epic, done and dusted. We can put it under carpet and we can move forward onto greater things on our trails. Just let me explain to you before I get into details of basically what we're doing this year. Just an update on club issues. I think the only thing that's happened within the club recently, we had the AGM end of a couple of weeks ago. And interestingly now, very excitingly, we've got 3 new committee members that have joined us. Hubert Kutsia, Werner Raal, and Lee Brookstein. Yes, Lady Lee Brookstein. Nice to have fresh faces, new blood, fresh ideas, whatnot on our club. So welcome to the 3 of you. It's a tough job, you'll find out, but it's lucky to have some new blood on board so we can really get this whole thing going. The committee, they do quite a bit of work, and it's all on a voluntary basis, and it really is, they've done a fantastic job in steering this club as to where we are today. Club memberships is the other thing. We keep them coming in. I see we're pretty chuffed so far. If we compare to where we are now to where we were last year and the year before that, we're doing pretty well in terms of volumes of memberships, so we cannot complain. We are not going to get back to the heady days of COVID, where I can't remember, it was 2020 or 2021 where we peaked with 8,000 members. And then after that we subsequently dropped to about 6,000. We've plateaued out the last two years at 6,000, just over 6,000. And hopefully going a bit better this year. That's because we always like to supply you with the best trails in the land. So keep those memberships coming. It's going well so far. All right, in terms of where we are now, going forward, we're at the planning stage. Obviously, we're just waiting for the rains. We're at the planning stage in doing what we want to do, and the committee and myself, basically everyone has decided that this year there are going to be no grand, big, new builds, the big builds. We are going to consolidate our trails. Every last foot or meter or inch on our trails will be redone, rehashed, revamped, made nice. We'll make the nice little changes to make little sections better. But on top of that, we're also going to add new sections to some of our existing trails. And that's what we're busy with right here, right now. You can see the trail crew is up at the top there, busy doing something new. I won't go into much detail about it, obviously, because it's still secret at this stage, but we've got 4 or 5 new boards on existing trails, if I can put it that way, just to make them really, really lekker, and some really exciting stuff. But I'll divulge more as time goes by, and it's pretty exciting times in terms of what we're going to do this winter. So we carry on and we keep on going. So these new builds, I must admit, I get pretty excited with them. It's like I don't know if many of you remember, maybe I'm giving away my age, the old classical movie Apocalypse Now, with the fabled Colonel Kurtz. He used to he of Charlie Don't Surf fame. He wake up in the morning with a cup of coffee in his hand and says, "I love the smell of napalm in the morning." We're not quite as violent as Colonel Kurtz, but we do like to wake up with a cup of coffee. No coffee, but Warren, where's the coffee? And we just say we do love the smell of a new build in the morning. It brings up all the juices in you. It's like really lekker. So we are looking forward to bringing up some really cool, lekker new stuff for you. All right, so it's pretty short and sweet this week. That's where we are. As I said, waiting for the rains, and then we'll really get going on everything. So we are chomping at the bit to get going. I think just in finishing, I just want to pay a bit of homage to our sponsors in the next couple of weeks. I think I just want to start with probably our most loyal and longest sponsor, that being the guys from Reeds in One City, for the loan of our Isuzu Bakkie. I mean, what sponsors they have been to the club. I've been on these trails 13 years on the job, believe it or not. And from the very first day, I climbed into our Isuzu Bakkie donated by Reeds. The original Bakkies were the low, they're not so lekker ones, the bottom of the range ones, but still they got us more or less where we wanted to go. And it's evolved to where we are today, to this magnificent beast that I've got, the D-Max 4x4. It's got all the bells and whistles, it's got everything and whatnot. So, and it's absolutely a fantastic Bakkie. I mean, you're welcome to your Japanese models, and also nowadays your Chinese and Indian models, you're welcome to them. I'll stick to my Isuzu Bakkie, that Reeds Bakkie that gets me absolutely everywhere. And the guys down at Reeds, Brian Looney, Marvin von Sale, are absolutely brilliant to us. I mean, this Bakkie goes through everything during the year. It's brand new. I roll it off the floor every January, roll it off straight. It's clean for 2 days, and then it's gone. And it goes through hell during the year. And I always feel guilty when I give it back at the end of next January. I drive into Brian and I say, "Brian, I actually feel quite guilty about giving this Bakkie back to you. If it's full of scratches, dings, it smells, the upholstery's finito, and I really feel guilty." And Brian always says, "Patrick, don't worry about it. Come in here, have a cup of coffee, and let's take you to your new Bakkie." So they are fantastic, and their service is fantastic, and I cannot say more about Reeds in One City. So yeah, and the Isuzu that we drive. All right, Warren, anything you want to say? No. Okay, we need to get going. Yeah, as you can see, there's no riding gear this Friday, which you normally got. There's no bike around. It's the working gear, because we're getting stuck after this. We're getting straight stuck into up there. So building and whatnot. So that's it for this week. I promise we won't disappear for the next 3 months. We will have a monthly. We will be on at least every month to update you on where we are and what we're doing. Yeah, keep your queries coming in. Any queries you got, please let me know. Let Nikki know. We're a lekker social club, and let's get the vibe going. As I said, we're very chuffed where we are at this stage of the year, and things are going really well. So we'll see you in less than a month's time.